Hello and welcome to Easy English Stories. I'm Oliver, and in this podcast, I read short and exciting stories in clear, slow British English, perfect for learners around B1 to B2 level. In today's episode, we are stepping into a peaceful but mysterious village where a very clever girl solves a local legend. But before the story, here are 5 key words to listen out for. The first one is legend. Legend. And this is an old story passed down for generations. So something which people tell their children, and then they tell their children. The next word is clue. Clue. And this is a small piece of information that helps solve a mystery. The third word is sketch. Sketch. A simple drawing. The fourth word is suspicious. Suspicious. And this is when something seems strange or not quite right. And finally, the word confess. Confess. And this means to admit that you did something wrong. Okay, listen out for these words in the story and try to hear them and remember their meaning. Let's get started. Today's story is called The Mystery of Maple Hollow. Maple Hollow was a quiet village surrounded by deep woods and green hills. People there were friendly, and nothing exciting really ever happened, except for one thing. For over 50 years, the villagers spoke of the midnight bell. Every few months, just after midnight, the old bell in an abandoned town hall would ring once. But no one ever saw who rang it, and no one had a key to the building. It was locked, and the bell tower was said to be cursed. 12-year-old Elsie didn't believe in curses. She loved puzzles and spent most of her free time drawing maps of the village and solving riddles in books. So when she heard the bell ring one night, she decided to find out the truth. The next morning, she visited the old town hall. The door was still locked. No footprints, no broken windows. She walked around the building, making a sketch in her notebook. And then she saw it. Just behind the building, a small wooden shed. She looked inside. Dusty tools, ropes, and a very old bell rope cut at the end. "That's odd," she said. "Why would the rope be in the shed and not inside the tower?" That night, Elsie waited near the town hall, hiding behind a tree with her torch off. At exactly 12 minutes past midnight, she heard the sound. Dong. She jumped up, ran around the back, and saw someone climbing out of the shed. A tall, thin man with a brown hat. "Stop!" she shouted. The man froze. He was Mr. Leonard, the retired village postman. The next morning, Elsie told the mayor what she had seen, and Mr. Leonard was asked to explain. "Oh, I'm sorry," he said with a sigh. "When I was a boy, my father used to ring that bell on special nights. He believed it protected the village. After he died, I started doing it. I never told anyone because I thought they wouldn't understand." The mayor looked around at the villagers. "Well," she said, "perhaps next time ring it at a more reasonable hour." Everyone laughed. From that day on, the midnight bell rang at 6 o'clock in the evening, and the legend of the haunted tower became just a funny story. Elsie, of course, was very proud. She had solved Maple Hollow's greatest mystery with her eyes, her mind, and a very good sketchbook. Thank you for listening to Easy English Stories. I hope you enjoyed today's tale. If you would like to learn phrasal verbs, English phrasal verbs, through short stories such as this one, check out my book in the description below. It teaches you 50 of the most useful and interesting English phrasal verbs using short stories and some practice exercises too. And it's available in the link in the description below. Thank you very much for listening, and I hope to see you in the next episode of the Easy English podcast. Have a lovely rest of your day. Goodbye.